In this video, I'm going to tell you the 3 things that I have seen from working with hundreds of coaches over the last 2 years, mentoring them, building their businesses, the 3 things that hold them back from breaking past 5K a month and beyond. And these things show up consistently. I'm going to tell you what those 3 things are quickly, and I'm going to give you 3 different things that you can do in place of these things so you can break past whatever the next plateau is in your business. So the first thing that keeps coaches stuck under 5K a month in online business is they sell coaching. And that might sound a bit silly, because you go, well, of course they sell coaching, they're coaches, what else are they supposed to sell? But coaching is just a service or a commodity, and people don't actually buy out of anything more than emotion, really, right? They justify with logic, but they buy out of emotion. And there is no emotion tied to a service. There's only emotion tied to an outcome, and also to a way of doing things, a way of getting that outcome. So if you are selling coaching and your whole kind of marketing message is around coaching available, plans available, nutrition available, accountability, structure, all of these generic terms, you're going to just be perceived as everybody else. You're going to be labeled as effectively just another coach. You're going to be commoditized, which means that you have a set value, and it's going to be very, very hard for you to stand out from the crowd, because everyone over here doing the same thing is in the generic coach bucket, and they're selling coaching, they're selling a service. The coaches who are exploding past 5, 10K a month and beyond, they are selling outcomes, they're selling results, they're selling transformations, they're selling emotion, they're selling an identity, a way of being. So if you were stuck kind of talking about the features like, oh, come and work in my coaching, and you get an app and you get a meal plan, and you're completely missing the point. People don't care about the features. The features are just what they need to logically understand in order to buy. And the features come in when they've emotionally decided that they need your help, and then they kind of need to know, okay, how does this work? Like, what does it actually look like? Does it make sense? That's when features come in to kind of like logically justify that decision. But the decision to work with a coach and to work specifically with you as a coach is an emotional decision, and it is driven by outcomes, transformation, identity, who people want to be, who they want to become, and who you can help them to be and become. So stop selling coaching and start selling an outcome, not just the result, but a way of getting that outcome. So differentiate yourself, and everything comes back to leverage, right? Leverage is the difference in how successful you will be or won't be. And differentiation and marketing, and having a clean marketing angle and a clean differentiation strategy or differentiating message is going to be a very high leverage thing that you can implement to move you from selling coaching to actually selling outcomes and transformations and identity level shifts, which people emotionally buy into and want to work with you for. So that's the first thing, stop selling coaching. Second thing, stop working hard, right? You're going to laugh at me and be like, what is this guy talking about? Telling me not to sell coaching, not to work hard. Here comes the context. So working hard gets you to 2, 3, 4, 5 grand a month, 100%. You post consistently, you send DMs consistently, you follow up consistently, you do the work, and you get to a certain level. But that work ethic that you pride yourself on so much gets capped somewhere, because there's only so much that you can give. You only have so much time, you only have so much energy, you only have so much focus and actual cognitive horsepower. And some people will be able to get a long way with that. Some people will work really hard, they'll really commit themselves, they'll be productive, they'll be efficient, but they still lose to the lazy person who has leverage and who's focused on working smart and not hard. And a lot of coaches kind of get to this point where they do value determination and work ethic and consistency and all of the things that got them into shape in the gym, for example. But the gym is not an exponential game. It's a linear game where, progress happens slowly and consistently over time. Business is an exponential game when it's played right. And you can 10x your business in a year. You can't 10x your physique in a year. And matter of fact, the better you get at training and the more in shape you get, generally the slower the progress becomes. When business is the opposite, the better you get at business, the faster your progress comes and the bigger the changes can happen. So that second thing is just, if you're focused on hard work and you're focused on showing up and having more willpower and having more discipline and more determination and all of these great character traits, if that is the thing that is driving your business forward, you're going to get capped, because that is capped. We're only human. Doesn't matter how tough or how driven you are a human at the end of the day, and you will have a ceiling. In the age that we live in, we have unlimited free leverage. We have media, we have automations, we have code, we have like so many different things that we can tap into. We have AI, we have all of these forms of leverage that we can utilize, and we can create systems and we can create business infrastructure that does the work and the heavy lifting for us. And that doesn't mean that you stop working hard, but it means that your hard work now can compound and can start to fill a system that starts to do the work for you. And that's when you can actually start to grow. It's when you can start generating inbound leads. You can have automated calls. You can use content to actually fill your pipeline. And you can move from just working hard to working hard on the right things that then remove work for future you and give you leverage inside your business. So stop selling coaching, stop working hard. By the way, if this is insightful, click the link below, because I go in depth on this in my emails every single day, and I share what I'm doing, what my clients are doing in real time to build six-figure businesses that don't rely on manual inputs. So click the link and we'll see you inside. But the third point is actually identifying as a coach. Okay, so I'm going against the grain totally here with this video, but stop selling coaching, stop working hard, stop identifying as a coach. Okay, you are not playing the game of being the best coach. When you were in the gym floor, being the best coach did the work, right? That was how you would grow your business. That was how you would get referrals, because you were tied to a location. In the gym floor, you could only work with the people who would actually attend that gym, and people maybe within a 10 or a 15 mile radius. That was your radius, right, for being able to actually work with people. And so the best thing that you could do there was be the very best. Everyone would see your results. People would talk about you. They would refer you. When someone asked in the gym who's the best trainer, you would be the people they would refer to. And if you're not in the fitness space, by the way, just apply this to whatever your niche is. But that's not the game you're in. If you're in the online business game, you completely change lanes. The best coaches do not win. And while it is obviously a good idea to be a great coach, to give a great service, to prioritize your clients, those are all things that I truly believe in. They are also not the most important things for the growth of your business, because there are incredible coaches who nobody knows about. There are incredible coaches who cannot sign a client. And on the flip side, there are people who don't really give a shit about their clients and are not that good of coaches, and they make absolute fortunes online. Now, I think you should strive to be good at everything, but you need to actually move your identity from I am a coach and I give all of my time and my effort to help people, and that's what I'm here to do, and all I do is give value and help, to I'm a business owner and coaching is what I deliver, but fundamentally I'm a business owner. I have to think about marketing, I have to think about sales, I have to think about my time management, I have to think about finding leverage in my business, because I am an entrepreneur and coaching is part of my role. But as a business owner, coaching is a very small part of the role that you play in the business, and one of the least important parts. And in order for you to break past the 5K mark, you actually have to start thinking like an entrepreneur. You have to start looking for leverage. You have to start learning the skills of business. And look, this is not something that you can just flick a switch and learn overnight, right? Like, it's a continuous journey, and I'm in the entrepreneur space now for 8 years. I've had so many losses in that time. It's been a journey really, really filled with ups and downs. I've had multiple failed ventures and projects and businesses, but I've learned so much, and it truly does take, they say it takes a decade to master anything, and I have by no means mastered it, but certainly even after 8 years in this game, I feel like there's a long way still to go, and I really feel like I'm just starting. But that shift from coach to entrepreneur, when I made that shift, I had more progress in 12 months than I had in the previous 5-6 years. And that was a really, really important one. And if you do those three things, you will explode past 5K a month this year.